805. Yeah. Hey, pass me phone. $2.
$10. Auto Trader has tons and tons of cars. You know, through the types of cars you can buy. Using Auto Trader is such a no-brainer, which is good for June.
Ooh. Ready, Andy? Good night, good night, good night. I'd like to welcome Prowlers 1, right? You ain't put no name on it, but Prowlers 1 to the home of the Eliminators, right here at the Boom Boom Room. Let's have a good game tonight, guys. We all veterans. We all know the rules. Any close calls, call a ref. And we're using the patch tonight. Alright, I'm going to call the first game. Cedric and Jamal. Cedric and The Rock. And
Financial advisor can create 2.3 times more wealth than those other
not really.
What the score was? 13-9 or 13-10. He win? Yeah, he win. He goes, can't sleep in fuck. Andy knows the.
Nobody? All you?
And good night to all our viewers tuning in for the first time and all our returning followers. I'd like to welcome you to another NVEA League night. It's the Nassau Valley 8-Ball Association. Tonight we have two of the top teams in the league. Once again, the Eliminators, who you would know if you've been following the channel, versus the Prowlers. Knowles Holiday Prowlers. Now the Prowlers have been on a tear of late. They've been beating a lot of big teams this season. This first game tonight, we have Cedric Farquharson of the Eliminators versus Alexander Winters, aka Mali. Mali's at the table right now. He's presently shooting the stripes. Cedric broke dry. And Mali has a pretty good chance to run this table. Just looking at the 11 in the side pocket, trying to figure out what he wants to do with the cue ball. Naturally, he may be able to follow past the 2 ball towards the 14. See if he can pull it off. It's pretty easy. Still has a chance. The 13 ball does play straight up in the top left. That would be the bottom left on the screen. And he will need to follow this out a bit, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. I think the cue ball is going to be going into the 5 ball. And I don't know for sure if he can see the 8. He's marked the side pocket. But even if it does cut, his cue ball is going to be flying out of there. And an overcut. He almost played it on the second try. Oh, that's a good try. If he didn't end up living that on the 13, on the 14, he's straight. And Cedric is trying to figure out what he wants to start with. May play a safe behind the 3 ball. Try to nudge that 1 ball out of there a bit, but so he's looking to play the 2. He's following the ball, so he may try to run into the 7. Oh, wow. Missed the shot. And Mali won that one 10-1. So that's a pretty big win for them just now. Okay. Second game, we have Jerome, aka Jag, versus Errol Ferguson. Errol's a pretty straight shooter. And Jerome has been on a slump lately. See if he can end that tonight. And Jag with the stretch on the break. Didn't sink anything on the break, so he has a chance to get an ERO in this particular game. 10 and the 7 down near the bottom of the table is tied up. The 3 ball is being blocked by the 8. The 5 is blocking the 13. So he has some work to do. Seems like he's looking at the 1 ball in the side pocket. May try and use this now to go down and get the 7. To break out the 7, that is. And he came short. And the cue ball scratched behind it. Clipped the 6 ball, coming back up table and scratching the side pocket. So Jerome has ball in hand. He can place the cue ball anywhere on the table. And the table is open. It's a 9 ball close to the 10. He could place the cue ball at an angle and try to run into 10-7. But 7 ball will be going towards that corner pocket, and Jerome has a lot of balls down there that could be blocked. 13 ball still would be an issue. So has to keep that in consideration. Tried to go into it with speed. 7 ball still hung. There's a lot of angle on the 10. So if he shoots that, the cue ball is coming back down table. Body is calling the 10. May want to try to run into the 15 ball. Slow the cue ball down a bit. And 15 ball Here's a bit of an issue now. The 11 still does pass the 3 ball in the corner. But he opened up the 3 ball. He's calling the 11 in the corner. Would be good if he can attack that 5 and the 13 right now. So he missed the 11, clipped the 3 ball, coming in, missed the 11. Put the 8 in a tough position. Harold may be playing the 3, but that 8 ball does not play. He was able to move the 8 a bit. He was able to move the 11 a bit, I'm sorry. But the 8 still is in a tough spot. Five ball plays in the side pocket. Can use the 6 ball. If he gets an angle on the 6 to play past the 13 and the top right. Can use that as a break ball for the 8 and the 15. He's calling the 7 ball. I don't know exactly what his plan is right now. Put a lot of outside spin on that, but he hit the 7 pretty full. The cue ball didn't move. Called the 2 in the side. He needs to just roll this in to try to get an angle on that 6. Played it with a lot of speed. Missed it, but he didn't really leave Jerome much. .12 ball, I think, plays in the corner. The cue ball is on the rail, makes his shot a lot trickier. Not sure what he's going to try right now. He's calling the 12. Clip the 2. Put the 2 in a tough spot. Right now, Errol has a shot on the 4. The cue ball is going in the opposite direction. So, it's going to need to put some speed on this to get back up table. That's a lot of spin, so it's not going to get a good angle on the 6 ball to do anything with the 2.
With standard 4Motion all-wheel drive and the available car that enhances your vehicle in over 20 ways. With a kick of a foot, T1 can keep up with family life, which comes in handy because kids...
He does have a shot, though. He can play the 6 ball and draw back to the top rail. And cut the 2 ball in the same pocket. Try to go into the 15 and the 8. What I don't know is if the 8 passes the 11. If it does, it may be on to go into the pocket, which you don't want. Doesn't look like he's worrying too much about the 8 ball, so maybe it doesn't pass the 11. He missed it, but it's a pretty good try. Open the 8 ball up, move the 15. Jag is going to need to move this 15. And so the 15 plays. The 12 ball also plays, but he doesn't have a full pocket past the 13 ball in the top right. He's coming for one of those right now to see if he goes with the 12 or the 13. May choose to go with the 13 ball. Spin out 2 reels for the 12 ball next. Needs to bounce off the rail. Left himself kind of awkward. I think you may need to play this with a bit of speed. Try to go 2 or 3 reels back to the same side of the table as the 12. Just like that. Just needs it to bounce off the rail. You should be good. All you got to do is make this one now. 8 ball is in the pocket. Remember to mark the corner pocket. Great shot. Came back up table for the 8. Mark the pocket. Should win this 110-6 easily. So after 2 games, the Prowlers lead 16-11. For those in the chat that normally sends messages, if you're not able to send a message, just subscribe to the channel. Gonna need to subscribe for more than 5 minutes so that you can send a message. I turned that feature on just because of the spammers in the chat. I'm trying to stop those guys. Also, for those who continually tune in, Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell icon to get notifications. Third game, we have Stario versus Rashad, aka Shadi. So Jerome and Shadi works together. And apparently he's been talking smack all week about what the Prowlers are gonna do to the Eliminators. This is time to show. Again, the Prowlers have been on a tear lately. Been beating a lot of good teams, a lot of the top-ranked teams. They're a pretty good young team. Let's see if they have what it takes. Stario's checking out the table, trying to figure out what he wants to shoot first. He's looking at the 11 ball. 14 does play past the 1. The cue ball will get past the 1 to play the 14. But he has to take into consideration the 3 ball is big. Can easily block him from seeing that 13 ball. He's going to have to hit this one pretty good. Then he has the 9 and the 12 ball down table. He has to figure out what he wants to do with those. I think the 12 ball does play in between the 9 and the 5 in the bottom left where he was just now. Let's see if he could get good on this. I think he's playing the 10 ball first. Tried to spin it in and caught the rail. This is Shadi's first chance to shoot. I think he has a problem with the 1 ball. 3 ball is being blocked by the 10. The 4 ball does play in the bottom right. And everything else is open. He's calling the 2 in the corner. He's going to roll forward to the rail for the 6 or the 4. I think he's got the 6 ball.
From knowing it helps support families in need through Ronald McDonald House Charities, to making reading and literacy fun. And by the end of 2025, we aim to have Happy Meal toys made from more renewable, recycled, or certified materials. So the joy can keep on coming. So, are you excited? I'm a little nervous. This feels like a big change. It's not. I have one. People act like they're so hard to take care of or whatever, but it's totally a piece of cake. Well, that's good to hear. See how easy that is? I hope being a mom is that easy. It's not. Bye now.
Going electric just got easier. Chevrolet will cover standard installation and charging outlet with Charge by Chevrolet. Electric, not for everyone. Find your roads. If you don't repaint every night, you will still have your road.
Music. You are over at Kansas Pike. That is like a cosmic dungeon. Cosmically, no. That's why I only date musicians.
Played a pretty good shot to get at the 4. Only problem is he ended up on the wrong side of the 4. So the cue ball will be going away from the 5 ball. So we'll have to get back down there for that.
Trusted brand of paint, starting at $43.97.
All these delicious
can use the 7 to do that after he shoots the 4, but ideally he would like to be attacking that right now because the 3 and the 1 ball is still the issues. So he's calling the cut on the 5. He may be able to use this to do something with the 1 and the 14. He overcut it. And he sank Stario's 13 ball. Stario does have a shot on the 10 ball in the corner pocket. But if he plays this, he's going to need to move the 8 ball so that the 14 plays again. And not bother with that 14. I think I like the bank in this position. Bank the 14 ball to the side pocket. Bring the cue ball back close to where he is right now. He's calling the 12 ball in the corner though. And bottom left. Hit it soft. Didn't really give him much of a chance to play if he was trying to play it, but I don't think he was. Left shotty with a tough cut on the 5 in the corner. If he does play it, I think this cue ball will be traveling towards the 14 and the 1. And correct. Was able to get into that 14 and the 1. 8 ball. The 8 ball is still tied up a bit. It does bank. It's going into the 3 right now. Maybe forward into the 1 for the side pocket. Correct, not the best shot. Because again, the 8 ball doesn't play besides the bank. Got the 1 in the side. Right up on the 7 ball. It's not frozen, but it's pretty close. If it does play, it's not easy. Just looking at the kick, maybe. Referee was called. Not sure what his plan is right now. He was trying to play the bank. Wasn't too far off, but Left Starry a chance to get out. Starry was in a world of trouble right now. Needs to figure out how to set this 9 ball up. It's the 14 ball. Doesn't play. He's calling the 9 in the corner past the 14. I wouldn't call it. Do want to set it up like that, but really no reason to call it. And it's going close. You almost played it. It was a really good shot. 14 still would have been in trouble though. So it's a good thing it didn't play. Shadi has a shot in the side pocket on the 4. And it is possible to come up table and sink the 9. Doesn't do that though. Looks like he's just going for the points. He didn't have much angle. He tried to spin the 7, tried to play the 7 in the bottom left and spin the cue ball up table towards the pile. Great shot by Stario. Went rail first into the 9. Cue ball went into the 14 ball and kicked the 8 ball out. It's close to the 14, so he just needs to settle down and make this shot. Eight ball isn't that far from the side, from the corner pocket, so. And a good finish. Eliminators won that one 10-6. Prowlers still lead 22-21 though.
Smooth one. Used to be. Used to be.
He was in the top. I gotta get a number. Just look at it. Got it. Yeah. And starting the fourth game, we have Duran Wilson from the Eliminators versus Brandon Miller, aka Smooth Goose, from the Prowlers. Duran broke dry, and he normally doesn't play this spot. He normally has a breaker spot for the last round. Surprise, go on, brought him in here, but may have a plan. But again, Duran did break dry, so maybe go on knows exactly what he's doing. Brandon's looking at the stripes. It's called a 10 ball in the corner. $15 ball. I don't know if it plays past the 6 ball in the corner. Just gonna have to figure out something with that. He has an angle on the 9. The cue ball, if he stuns it, the cue ball will be traveling into the 5 ball. He missed the shot. He tied up Duran's 6 and 5 ball. He has a shot right now to go towards it. Gotta hit it good though, 'cause he's trying to go into the six ball next. Play the 7 and go towards the 6 and the 15. Just needs to clip the edge of the 6 so that pushes the 5 ball towards the rail and the 15 ball away. Just like that. Perfect shot.
Hey, big man. Dave told me you got some kind of great system for betting that really works. It's true. What is it? Is it like home dogs? No. It's bird mascots.
No, I just use FanDuel's responsible gaming tools like time and spending limits to manage my play.
That's the system.
Hasn't told me yet.
Cool. You know what, man? I'm just gonna keep this between you and me.
It's not a secret, Bob.
Every better has a system. Make FanDuel's responsible gaming tools a key part of yours. It's more fun than playing.
It's going to be queuing this 5 ball. He has to reach at this. And he may be drawing for the 3 or the 4. He jumped the cue ball off the table. Let's see if Brandon's able to take advantage of this. He may need to play that 15 ball first. If he tries to run, that is.
This winter, make sure your tires are ready for adventure. Right now at Midas, buy 3 winter tires and get 1 free. Schedule your tire appointment at Midas.com.
Living with type 2 diabetes and having trouble lowering your blood sugar, there are once-weekly treatment options that can help you
He does have an out here if he wants.
onceweekly.ca or talk to your doctor.
Play the 15 and draw for the 13. You gotta leave an angle. So you come back. Play the 14 and the 11. This 14 and the 13, I think, in the same pocket. Just like this. He has a chance.
We brought legendary announcer Chris Bumper here to tell you it's on!
He's going forward with the cue ball though, so. He has a little bit of an angle on the 9, but he can play the 11 ball next. Get at that 12 and 14 ball. He may be frozen on the 12. May be in trouble here. Did not commit to that shot. looking at the kick on the 11. He's also looking at kicking the 14 towards the 5 ball, trying to hold that pocket. That might be the better shot if he wants to get a chance back at the table. 11 ball is aggressive though. If he does play the 11 and it plays in the side pocket, he would have a shot on the 12. He's calling the 14 though. And he missed the ball. Gave a ball in hand. And he must be kicking himself right now for giving up that good opportunity. Let's see what Duran decides to do here. I like playing the 6 ball in the bottom, in the top left, and drawing back to the rail. That way you could shoot the 5 ball and then use the short rail to go towards the 1 or the 2. Try to just go 2 rails. Try to go 2 rails towards that just now, but ended up spinning into the 8 ball. But he left the shot that I was talking about. He's a little bit further away from it. Automatically going towards the 1 ball. So just needs to play the right speed.
Not anymore. With QuickBooks, you can confidently manage your business. New business, no problem. Success starts with Intuit QuickBooks.
Just want to roll past the 11 ball. Maybe queuing over the top of these 2 balls, the 12 and the 14. He's going to do 1. Let's draw this just a bit for the 2. Didn't get the 2, but he did get the 3 ball. Come 1 rail back out for the 4. Again, awkward queuing over the top of the 8. Even more so than the last shot. And got into the 4. But he does have a shot at the 2 in the corner. Maybe drawing to play the 4 in the side pocket. Did. Play the 4 and the 8 in the same pocket. And he played it with a whole lot of speed. Wow. Send the cue ball right into the side pocket. Ryan gave away a great opportunity just now. He's gonna lead the 11 ball in the side pocket for last. Could always be tricky because it's easy to get on the wrong side of that ball. How do you roll the 14 in? He's Good shape. 18, 8-ball, probably play in the same pocket. Stun this out to the other side of the 8-ball. A bit soft, but still good. And he was able to pull that one off over Duran. Not a good showing just now. So Prowlers won that game 10-7. And I have to play my game, so I'll be back.
Good night, guys. So this is the last game in the first round. Eugene is playing Super. Well, Delano, aka Super. So Eugene's currently surveying the table, trying to decide which ball he's going to take. I would assume he's going to take big. So guys, I need you guys to remember to like and subscribe. And of course, share the video. Let's get those views up. So Eugene opted to take big, played the 10 ball in the side pocket. It's going for the 13 now. I would think that he's going to slide it over for the 15 next. But the good thing is he held both the 15 and the 14. So if he doesn't get the position he likes, he can choose to shoot the other. So he's going to take the 15. Probably going to come around 2 rails. Try and get to somewhat a semblance of good position on the 12 and 9. He overran it. So he does not lose sight on any of his balls, so he's going to have to kick at these balls. So he called the 12 in the side pocket. And he narrowly misses the 12 in the side.
The NFL on TSN is brought to you in part by FanDuel, official sportsbook of the National Football League.
That was one of the things that he used to struggle with his game, was kicking. But it's really gone up as of late.
Your lucky jersey wouldn't shrink. And you bet on your partner's questionable team scores and sense of direction. All these bets you made had to be proved. Time to pull it off. Yes, life is a series of bets.
So Super's working his way around the table.
America's #1 sport.
It's called the 5 ball.
And the every moment is more.
Gonna bump the 6 and played it harder than I expected him to. Missed the shot though.
One battery powering multiple brands, only at Canadian Tire.
So I'm thinking he's gonna play the 14.
Visa debit?
Slide the cue ball over to play the 9 in the same pocket. And leave the 12 ball as his key to the 8.
Visa debit. Sorry.
Get the goods with Visa Debit. Shop on apps and websites and pay straight from your bank account. Visa.
Introducing the new Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar, a razor designed to take the hassle out of your routine with effortless shave in one efficient stroke. The bar and the handle removes
So he let the cue ball get away from him, and so now he has a tougher shot on the 9 than he wanted.
and the
He's
razor
gonna have to go
handles guaranteed to
around
last a lifetime or will
3
replace it.
rails,
Gillette, the best a man can
but
get.
this 5 ball look like it's in, but he's opting to take the 12 instead, look like.
Dustin Hopkins on the extra point, knocked it through and then immediately grabbed the back of his right leg. He missed last week with the right quad strain. And so, with that,
Okay, so he calls the 9 in the side pocket.
Hunter will kick it off. And do very well, popping up short of the end zone. Return chance for
hit. Slow roll this 12 ball. Automatic position on the 8. So Eugene wins 10-2. I say you let it run.
Yeah.
Let it run.
I really want to try, but I was like, I really, really want just concentrate on making this one. See if I can just stun it a little bit while doing so, but that ain't worked out.
But you could have played exactly the same speed to just
Half a tip lower. I know, and I'm saying, I feel like I was doing that, but I didn't. Maybe I came up like a tip.
probably.
Yeah.
But you still work it out.
Try making not horrible. So I feel like I'm getting lucky or
Look pretty good. Still ain't good as me yet, but look pretty good.
I'll be perfect, but I'm getting better.
Yep, definitely.
Getting better.
So at the end of the first round, Eliminators took the lead. So the score is 38-34. So the two captains are trying to work out their subbing situation. It's a pretty tight match so far, as expected. And we're about to get started on the second round. So the first match is Gowon and Errol. Errol's rock and break this round is the Prowlers break. The thing about it is, most often than not, they just can't get out even off bottom rock.
Can't get out.
Most of the time,
He's taking the ball on his break.
huh?
He's taking the ball on his break. Small, I think he's stay right there.
I know what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, most of the time, they just can't get out. It's make it long. I do. You know how much times I see that before this break? Everyone who bought it against breaking up. Huh? Yeah. Niggas don't want to know what bottom rock and they don't like they don't understand details of bottom rock. Just hit the bottom rock worse than So a pretty good break by Errol. It seems small is the way to go. Primarily because of that 14 being blocked by the one ball, so the only pocket it has is the top right corner. And the 12 ball where it is on the rail is also not very favorable. So I would definitely take small in this situation. So plays the 2 on the side. About to play the 3 in the same pocket. It's gonna probably come off one rail and play the 1 ball.
Put it just a little bit closer. You see the sign? It's still saying laser.
Huh?
Put it just a little bit closer to you.
So he's gonna play this 1 ball, 2 rails. And he's 68. Ooh, that was close. So he's looking at taking the 4 ball. Okay, it's called the 7. Should be 7, 5. Oh, called the 5 ball. Okay. Now, with where he is, I would take the 7, come on 1 rail, play the 6 straight up to give him position on the 4 ball in the bottom right. And gets up on the 6 ball. It's gonna have to bite the 4 now. So yep, he's going the 4 in the side pocket. So banked it short, and now it's Gowan's turn at the table. So Gowan now has a problem with the 12 and 10. Meanwhile, Errol's 4 ball looks as though it can still play in the side. Gowan sinks the 4. Checking the 12. See how it goes, if it goes. I don't know, I like going with a safety shot here. Touch the 14, put the cue ball on the same rail as the 12 ball. Okay, so he's called the 14 in the bottom left. Can that pass? Okay, so it's not a bad lead. Barrel does not have a shot on either ball. He can see the 4 ball. So he's probably going to play a safety. I don't know how safe it's going to be. He's probably going to have to think about tying up some balls. Because at this point, the way those balls are laying, go on is outside right now. I think about brushing the 4 ball, putting it. I was thinking to brush the 4 ball, put it on the rail right in front of the 12, which would in turn push the 10 ball further away, making it tougher for a breakup. So now go once at the table. He has a clear shot at the 14. He's gonna probably play that in the top right corner. So yeah, he goes to top right corner. So he's gonna need to move this 10 ball as soon as he can, because it's impeding the 12 ball from being able to play. But I think he's gonna probably go straight at the 12 ball from this shot on the 11 right now. Yep. So he moved the 12 ball off the rail. Can't tell if he can play the 10. If he can, it's very tight. But he still has a shot on the 12 ball that he can play if he can't see it. So he calls the 10. He can slide over for the 9s in the top right. Okay, he drew it, giving himself a tough shot on both balls. I'd have preferred to slide it over or even go forward. Forward one rail if he could have gotten past the 6. But now he's going to have to come with a good shot right now. Calls the 12 in the top right.
What are people saying about Boston Pizza's new fall menu? Okay. Yeah.
Makes a pretty good shot. Gets very excellent on the 9 ball. Play this with a stop shot in the 8 is elementary. Errol concedes the game. Go on wins the first game in the second round 10-5.
What do you mean? It's part of the routine.
I don't think so.
Yes. Look, I mean, exactly.
Hey, practice room. Good to have you as always.
Analyzing data from millions of emails for suggestions on how to improve engagement and revenue. Guess less and sell more with Intuit MailChimp.
Score low prices and great deals only at Target. And Progressive. The right call to protect your home and car. There it is, a low figure in the middle of October 2022, week 6, 3-point game. Well, we were away. The referee for October corrected.
Thanks for joining Practice Room. I'm back on the mic. And in the 7th game, we have Brandon, aka Smooth Goose, versus Jag of the Eliminators. It's Brandon's break. That was a really tough arrow. Arrow gave up just now. Brandon is breaking ahead ball. And he broke dry. He was breaking pretty good on the practice table just now. Wasn't able to do anything just now. The Jerome is going to start off with solid balls. And he immediately ties up his 3-ball with the 8. I gotta assume that the 8 didn't pass whatever ball it was next to just now. So now he has to figure out how he's gonna break this 8 and 3-ball up. Maybe with the 1 in the middle of the table. He's gonna need to get a good angle on that so he can draw into that 3. The tan line will not be taking him towards that. He's looking to see if he can play it in the left middle pocket. He's going to have to get a really good angle on that, almost straight. And then follow into the 3 and the 8. May not be a bad shot, but it's always tricky trying to follow into the right line. Play the 6 for the 2. And he's shooting off all his balls. I'm wondering exactly what his plan is. Played the 2 and drew towards the 7. Don't think he was trying to get to the 1 just now, and if he did, yeah, bro, you good with me? Okay, yeah, friend, you good with me? He's calling the safe. He's going to try to put the 7 ball close to the side pocket, hoping they hit that point. But no, he actually moved the 8. Didn't leave the 7 and the 3 too bad either. It's not wired to go, but combination can play. Left Brandon on the top rail. He's going to try to play it safe. He's probably going to come off of the 10 ball and send the cue ball down to the bottom rail near the 8. Oh, interesting. So he left Jerome with a couple of options. 1 ball plays in the side and it also cuts in the corner.
How does it go? You get what you pay for? Well, investing's no different. Paying lower fees can come at a
He's
cost.
calling it in the corner.
With investments, we know that missing out on financial advice can also be costly. Independent research has shown that over
Touchy
time,
shot, but
working with a financial advisor
will
can
give
save
him shape on
2.3
the
times more
7 and the 3 ball.
That's right, up to 2.3 times more. So ask your advisor for fidelity. It's how you can get ahead and stay ahead.
Oh no. Played for the bank on the 7. He's playing for the bank on the 7, but put the cue ball behind the 11. Now he's going to have to play a jump kick. Jump kick combination. It's not wired.
When it feels like all that's left is work hard, it's time to play again. Easily find your next favorite game with Bodog.net. Free casino games, poker tips, and sports odds. Make a play. Eggs? For lunch?
Yeah, I eat them all the time. They're easy.
That's weird.
It's not weird. You're weird. You went to the rodeo one time.
Eggs for lunch isn't weird. You're weird for thinking it's weird.
ABC, we have 3 of the best college football games of the day. Starting with number 14, Syracuse, squaring off against number 5, Clemson at noon Eastern. After 20, Texas takes on number 11, Oklahoma State. Our Saturday night football game has Minnesota facing number 16.
Playing the jump kick combination. So he missed both of his balls. He hit the 14, which moved the 8. So now Brandon has a pocket for all of his balls. Start with the 14. Stop shot for the 12 or the 11 or 15. He's playing the 12. Then guessing the 15 ball in the side next. Let's see if he rolls up for the 10, and then the 9 and the side, and the 13. And wow, missed the 15, but didn't leave Jerome a shot at his balls. 19 is blocking. It's calling the kick combination now. And again, missed both balls. Prowlers are starting to get excited. Took ball 9, played the 13. 15 ball next. He's going to roll up for the 10 ball and 9 in the side and the 11 in maybe the bottom right. End up on the wrong side of the 10 though, so maybe just a little snip draw on this 10 ball. Try to hold the line. It's definitely not taking care of the cue ball. Going forward. If he plays this with speed, shot is missable. Already at the heart of the pocket. Can roll this 9 ball in. Play the 11 in the opposite side pocket. He's calling the 11. Stop shot on the 11. Taking a 9 in the corner. Bit of awkward cueing right next to the 8 ball. Went forward 3 reels and landed with a pretty good shot on the 8 ball. And rolled it in. Prowlers won that one, 10-5. Eliminators still lead after 7 games, 53-49. Third game in the second round, we have Mali, Alexander Winters, Breakin versus Stario of the Eliminators. I couldn't believe it.
You were born lucky, man. You were born lucky.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Oh, and Mali clipped the head ball on second ball. Jumped the cue ball off the table. Stereo gets ball in on. He was able to sink a solid on that break. Table is still open though. Star is looking to play the 4 ball in the side. It's a small pocket. But he can roll this ball in. Roll towards the center of the table. Maybe take the 2 ball. He's got to take his time with this. Do not want to miss this shot. Didn't roll up as much as I thought he would, but still has a shot. He has the 7 ball or the 1. The 7 looks like the easiest shot. Table is a lot trickier now though. Just roll this ball in. Get on the other side of the 1. Shot it into the rail. And he may have left Mali with a shot at the 10 in the side. Dead. Oh, didn't even hit the point. He shot it into the rail before the pocket. Give Starry another chance. He has to cut this ball. And hit that one with a lot of speed and really not a good shot. He's shooting the 1 ball out of the pocket. Has to try to leave himself a shot on the 6. Just roll this ball in. Would be good if he could get off of the rail. Pretty good. Would be good if he could go forward with this cue ball. And they're pretty good on the 3. Play the 3. The 11 ball is going to stop the cue ball. And he can cut the 2 ball in, go to the top rail and play the 8 ball in the same side pocket. If he can avoid hitting this 9 ball, he should be in good shape to come back to the middle of the table easily. Oh, he went forward. Didn't realize he was going to do that. Now he has a bit of a tougher shot on the 8 ball. Just needs to get level. really taking his time trying to line this one up. And got it into the rail. Gave Mali a chance at the run. 9 in the side. And more than likely he's going to play the 13 to try to get into the 14 or the 15. The 14 does play, so he doesn't necessarily have to break this. But ran down table to move the 10 ball. Play the 10 and easily come back up table for the 13 or the 14. Played the 13 inside and touched the 15. 15 came off pretty good. 11-12 next. And oh. Missed the 12 ball. But he left Stereo hook behind the 12 and the 15. Stereo does look like he's trying to kick this one 2 rails. He's thinking about the one cushion kick now. It's going one rail.
I was tempted by the idea of simple investing, but I really missed RBC's expertise. I guess a one-size-fits-all approach might work for some, not me.
Not a bad shot. Got the 8 ball to the pocket. Ali is gonna play it safe here, but the 8 is pretty close to the corner pocket, so it's not that hard of a kick. What do you do here? Do you go for it? He's looking at the combination 12-15 as well, which isn't wide. Have to overcut this 12 ball. One shot. If you can get the 12 ball, you can cut the 12 ball just a bit. You may be able to get the cue ball drop behind the 15. So you can't go at this 8-1 reel. Stereo should have checked to see if that 14 was frozen though.
But many common travel activities can put you at risk of acquiring these two serious liver diseases. So plan on talking to your doctor about
Didn't get the hook.
because you are a
It is hooked, but again, it's a pretty easy one reel shot. And even if he doesn't kick it in, as long as he touches it, he should be fine. I just like touching this soft. He has to go up on the cue ball, so hopefully he doesn't put any spin on this. And he nails it. Went rail first. So Starry was able to win that one 10-4. Going into the fourth game in the second round, the Eliminators lead by 10, 63-53. Still a tight game. You have Captain Andy coming in for the first time tonight versus Duran. Andy happens to be the president of the league. Doesn't play that much, but he does a pretty good job captaining and picking players. He's breaking a head ball as well. Got the one to drop in the corner. I think he does have a shot at the 10 in the side. Or the 13. Solids are all pretty open except for the 2 ball, which is right near the side pocket, just below the side pocket, so that makes it tough. The way he's looking at it, he may not be able to see the 10 past the 15. So he may need to play the 13. And he's shooting over the top of the 14 ball. And he missed and scratched. Shooting over the top of that ball made that shot a lot harder. Any little spin and cue ball is gonna deflect. Duran has ball in hand and an open table. It's going at the 9. And he may roll forward with a 13 in the corner or the 10 in the side next. He rolled, went up for the 10. Now he may roll forward again for the 14 ball in the corner. I'm not sure if he got it. Can't shoot the 12 in the bottom right. The 13 in the bottom right and go forward for the 15 in the side. I don't know if he got that, but he does have the 12. This is where it's going to start to get tricky. He's running out of balls, so just needs to bear down and get good on this next shot. He can stun this to the left. May have the 15 in the side or the 14 in the side. And he overplayed that one. So made this a lot harder than it needed to be. He's calling a cut on the 14 in the corner. And he shot that into the rail. Left Andy with a pretty easy starter on the 6 in the side. And after a really hot start for Duran for the season, starting to tempo off a bit. It's not getting those easy runs like he was before. It's not controlling the cue ball like he was before. Andy's really taking his time with this one. Six on the side. And from the first shot, didn't really take care of the white ball. Roll into the 4. Now he has a cut on the 3 in the side. So the cue ball is going to travel. It's going to have to. And just like that, roll into the 14, tied up the 2 ball. Does have a shot at the 4 on the side. If he can stun past the 7 ball, may be able to get an angle on the 5 ball where he can go into the 2 and the 14. Didn't get past the 7 though. Now he has to cut the 7 in the side. Still has a chance. He can go forward with this cue ball to the bottom rail and then into the 14 and the 2. I don't think he may want to put a little bit of left on this. Cue ball will be traveling forward though, so doesn't need much. He's calling the combination 7-5. Doesn't like the cut, I guess. he opened the 14 and the 7 and the 2. The 14 ball has a half a pocket. It may play. Duran would have wanted to get straight on this. This is a very touchy shot. Duran clipped the 5. And he has a chance. Can play the 7 and up in the top left corner. And maybe play the 2 off of the 14, but I don't know if the 14 is going to get out of the way enough. Maybe it can. Did a good job with that. He has a cut on the 5. But in order to hold this, he's either gonna have to play this with a lot of right or hit it thin and soft. And you don't want to get a kick on the 5 ball. Played it. All right, mark the pocket for the 8. And they're getting excited in the club. Captain Nandi was able to pull that one out. 10-5. Eliminators lead by 5 going into the last game in the second round, 68-63. I gotta play my game, so I'll be back.
All right, so last game in the second round is Eugene versus Rashad. Rashad's rocket break. Rashad, aka Shotty. And it's a dry break. So I think Eugene has a shot on the 1 ball as well as a shot on the 10. Big has the problem with the 9 ball. And then there's the problem above the 15-7 in the middle of the table. But Eugene takes care of that quickly. Okay, so he's calling the 3 ball, probably gonna go for the 4 ball next. He's gonna want to make sure keep an angle on this ball, so he can go straight up between the 15 and 6. Sorry, between the 13 and 6.
Spicy sandwich with habanero pepper cheese and creamy sriracha sauce to make it spicier or extra spicy if you choose the spicy seasonal light. Fire up your taste buds with the sriracha crispy chicken at Burger King.
Every business has a story to tell. Story is not just about what we do. They define who we are. When we make,
Okay, he let the ball run on that shot, but he still has a shot on the 5 ball.
part of the Canadian business.
Geared up to hit the slopes. Check. Some family hang time. Check.
Okay, look like he's decided to go for the 7 move.
Winter, am I right? Check.
Well, it's all downhill from here.
Take on winter with everything you need to stay active at Sport Check.
Leo Vegas online casino has it all.
Makes the 7, but gets hooked by the 11.
Welcome back. His first game of the year, and he gets a sack.
I'm not 25. If I want a real career, I gotta shine right out the gate.
Nash Bets stars in the Rookie Vets. All new Tuesday at 10 a.m. only on CTV.
Cancer screening can help prevent and detect a number of cancers earlier. Remind your loved ones to take the next step and find out where to get screened. Visit NFL.com/crucialcatch or text CATCH to 635-635 to find your local cancer screening center.
Alright, so playing this kick, he's going to want to
Last week, the Chargers helped host an
aim
event that
long
provided free mammograms
on the
to
cue
local
ball,
residents. Logan Gilman, Trent McKinney were on hand to help
but
continue the Chargers'
shorten the
long-standing
angle coming off the rail to make sure that he gets past the 9 ball.
Cause championed by breast cancer survivor Susie Spanos, wife of Chargers owner Dean Spanos. J.K. Scott will kick it away.
He's also contemplating the Marseille shot.
Broncos went 3 and out from Sunday night in this half. And it's a little better picture here tonight. That far right side, you got Rob Walton of the Walton Penner ownership group. Sir Lewis Hamilton, 7-time Formula One champion. Greg Penner, Kerry Walton Penner. It's been talked about plenty, paying a record $4.6
So he called the 2 balls. It's just a matter of how he's going to play it.
ownership of the Denver Broncos and Lewis Hamilton. Sir Lewis is a part of that ownership group.
to say.
Adderley is coming from here, and he gets that ball up. That's an interception. Second down and 10. And up to Curry. He spins his way for a 5-yard gain. Back in Tranquil.
Makes the shot, but follows behind the ball into the pocket. So now Shadi's coming to the table for the first time with ball in hand. He's definitely going to want to deal with the 9-ball as soon as possible. Okay, so he plays 9. And now he has option of the 15, 12, and 13.
50 rushing touchdowns, and there's Gordon shaking his head on the sidelines. Yeah, Melvin Gordon, it's been a tough year for him. Came in and wasn't real happy that Javonte Williams was going to be, more of the workhorse than he had been a year ago, and then with the fumbles that he's had, and he's turning like to be out there right now. Nice tackle made by Sebastian Joseph there. Stanley coached.
Okay, so he called the 10-ball. Just measuring up the combination. I don't know if I like this myself personally. It's okay, he made the shot. So now he has the 11 ball. It's gonna probably play this one rail. Set up with 13 next. Played it with too much speed, so now he has to bid 13 in the opposite corner pocket. Oh, he could see the 14 or some Martini called. So 15 aside, 12 in the bottom right corner, 13 top right with a follow shot. 10 to play the 8 in the top left corner. Well, he can play for the 13 straight up or in the side pocket. But of course, going to the side pocket, the pocket's going to be kind of small at that angle.
They really do have everything for pets. Do stay, Fred. How can I say no? This is a cool cat toy. Come on, you too, Ginger.
And he stuns it, putting himself on the rail.
Find everything your pet needs at Canadian Tire, so you can be the best pet parent.
Making this side pocket shot all the more difficult.
You're still getting a bath.
He's probably going to just have to slow roll it and take a harder cut shot on the 8-ball. And he follows the ball into the pocket. So Eugene has ball in hand, 2 balls left on the table.
Vegas style live dealers, the finest slots, and customer service excellence. We're raising the bar. North Star Bets Casino and Live Dealer. That's a win.
Russell Wilson now just looking at the pictures on the Surface tablet. Over on the sideline, Broncos country had high expectations for the 2022
So he's going to play the 6 ball. Come off on the rail. Played it kind of hard, but still manageable. 3 in the side. Hit 1 real position on the 8 in the top right corner. Actually, no. Okay, yeah. See, I almost thought he had more angle than I initially thought. So Eugene wins 10-7. So the final score at the end of the second round is Eliminators 78, Prowlers 70. So during this brief intermission as the captains work out their subbing patterns for the third round, please take this time to share the link, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. one that he's gonna take. Two nights. Died. My hair.
Third round. Screw that, yeah.
Huh?
Say screw that, yeah.
Oh yeah. What up? You get hooked on the 11. I was thinking how you played the 7. I was thinking play the 5 straight in the corner as opposed to cutting the 7 aside because you was almost straight in the 5.
I didn't have a full pocket.
Ah.
That was my problem.
Okay.
Not that I couldn't play it, but you gotta play it.
I didn't realize you didn't have the full pocket. I thought you could have seen the whole game.
I had a full pocket. I was playing the 5. That way I don't have to lose the cube.
Yeah.
28 points.
Well, we knew it was going to be a tight game.
Yeah.
All right, so start of the third round. $78 points difference. It's not a game to say that it's definitely being dominated by either team. It was expected to be a pretty close match. These are the top 2 teams in the league, so let's see if the cream rises to the crop, which team pulls it off. So first game, Go On versus Super. Go On try break, so Super now has a chance to take the lead back. So for small ball, the 6 ball is definitely a problem as well as the 7, but the 7 can be made in the side, either side actually. 6 ball definitely does not have a pocket, but it does have a breaker ball.
Inspiration strikes, go after it. In the German engineered redesigned 2022 T1.
So he's gonna definitely need to try and get to this 4 ball as soon as he can for the breakup on the 6. Okay, look like he's going for it now. And he ends up kissing off the 14. So now go 1 has a chance at the table. 12 ball is a problem. 14 is a problem. The 12 can play in the left side pocket. But getting on the right side of that shot is definitely key. He can break the 14 out right now with the 11.
Big news. Now you can redeem PC optional points at Esso stations on car washes and fuel. So every trip to the pump is a reason to celebrate. At least we think so.
Leo Vegas Online Casino has it all. Streaming classics, the latest exclusive releases. That's along with the awesome features of innovative cutting-edge casino technology.
Oh, okay, it seems as though the 14 can pass the 8, so he's going after that. Makes it. So now getting on the 12 ball is now the key part of this match.
The ESPN analytics model has this as a toss-up, 50-50, but that assumes a healthy kicker, and that's why you've got Dustin Hopkins.
Goes after the 15, but misses it. And left Super with nothing much. So Super made an attempt at the 5 ball. Came pretty close to making it. But let's go on back to the table with nothing much. The shot on the 12 on the side is available, but he's definitely on the wrong side. So he's called the combination on 13. Once again leaves Super with nothing or nothing much after the missed shot. Calls the bank on the 5 ball. Plays it long. So made the 13, but got nothing out of it. It's going to play a kick off the long rail to try and play the 10 ball. So he missed it, giving up a shot on the 5 ball. So, played the 7 and tried to make a shot to break up the 4 ball unsuccessfully, but he does have a safe available, which he executes very well. So he makes a very good touch on the 9 ball. But of course he's unhappy because he wanted to play the 9 ball, not just touch it. So Zupa's calling the kick on the 4 in the top left corner. Barely makes a good hit. But no, it is actually the Bahamas government school, because on his right leg was the GHS. Numbers B120, 20, but yeah, it is Bahamas government school. Or y'all completely forget. So they just was double checking to make sure it was a good shot, which it was. So, going face 15 on the side pocket was up for well, I think he was rolling for the 11, but overplayed it. So now he has to take the 12.
Simple investing, but I really missed RBC's expertise. I guess a one-size-fits-all approach might work for some, not me. Now I'm back to the personalized advice I need. I'd like to taste some real Italian coffee, please. What is
misses the 12 and appears that he may have given up a shot on the 4 ball. Oh, he misses the 4. But wouldn't have left himself a shot on the 8 in any event. So he's going to want to come to the center of the table. Probably may have wanted to be a couple of inches further, but still, it'll do. Circle One wins 10-6. Alright, so second game in the last round. It is Jag and Molly. Molly to break. So Molly dry breaks and Jerome is now at the table. So Jerome plays the 7 ball in the side pocket. So he's attempting the 5 ball. Plays the shot. I think he's able to see the ball. He's gonna want to try and go after this 7 ball. Sorry. 6 ball.
The Weekend Warrior is an award-winning Ram truck just for you, with a full line of trucks for immediate delivery during the all-out clear-out event.
He's able to give himself a good look on it.
0% financing for 60 months or up to $9,500 in total discounts.
Wearing footwear without proper support is like challenging Sugar Ray Leonard to whack a little. Not too smart. So you should wear footwear that provides the support we all need. Skechers Arch Fit.
He's gonna have to try and make sure that he sets himself up with a good shot on the one in the side pocket. He has to make sure that this 14 ball doesn't hold him in the wrong position. He's gonna leave the ball to roll just a bit. Just like that.
Your realtor knows this isn't just a place to live in. It's a place to grow in. This isn't just a spacious floor plan. It's a space where you can plan your future. Your realtor knows you're not just looking for a place to own. You're looking for a place the whole family can make their own. Your realtor won't just help you find a house. They'll help you find your home.
When you start with better ingredients, better pizza. Also get better Papa John's, better cheese sticks, better yummy this, and better tasty that. Get any 2 or more for just $8.99 each. That's Papa John's.
Plays the one, gets a good break up, and now he's playing the 3 ball. Applies too much English and ends up on the wrong side of the 2 ball. So he's called the 2 ball in the bottom right corner. He's playing the bank shot. It's gonna come off the face of the 2 ball. Came long, and now it is Mali's attempt at the table. And he misses the 12 ball, leaving Jerome with a shot on the 2. He's probably going to play this 2 rails to play the 8 in the left side pocket. a pinch too hard, so he's probably going to settle the plate straight up in the top left. But it is also still makeable in the side pocket. Yeah, look like he's going to stick with his original decision, go on the side. And he makes a shot, wins the game, 10-0. That puts the Eliminators up 95-76.
Andy and Stario. And for the third game, in the third round, we have Stario of the Eliminators breaking versus Captain Andy of the Prowlers. Eliminators lead 95-76. Got away with a really good one just now. Absolutely not supposed to be a 10-0 game. Never expect Mali to miss that shot, but he did. That did not work out well for the Prowlers. Could have been the momentum game to bring them closer, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. Eliminators lead 19 with 3 games left to play. Prowlers still have a chance. Stario with a good second ball break. Stripes only have one problem. That would be the 11 ball, which is below the rock. The solids have the 5, 3, and 7 just below the rock. All close together. Stario may be able to deal with these right now though. 2 ball is between the 12 and the 8. The window isn't that small, but something to think about. Play for the 5. Not sure what he's playing for next. May have been trying to get close to the 7, but overdrew that by about 2 inches. Has a shot on the 3 ball. After he plays this, if he stays on the left side of the table, Did pretty good with that. He can cut it to 6 and sink the 1, or he can play the 6 to the top left. He's calling the 1 in the side, so he's probably going to play the carom. You don't want to hit this too hard because you don't want the 6 to travel too far. And it did. He has a shot at the 2. Six ball. 6 ball is probably going to be after, but he has to get really good on it. Could be tricky. Stereo maybe looking at the cut on the 6. Gotta get better. At some point you gotta get better. Really good shot on that 6 ball. I think he still has a shot on the 2, and I don't think he's straight, so I think he does have an angle. So he may be able to get at the 4 or the 7. It's gonna get tricky at this point. Just needs to get back to the left side of the table, near the middle. Hey, come on, Aaron. Aaron. Star replayed. What you want me to call you? What you want me to call you? Hit a really good shot to get down table. Maybe looking to play the 4 ball and then take the cut on the 7. And as long as he stays on the left side of the table. He's going for the 7 now. I think I'd definitely take that 4 ball first. But it looks like he's playing it pretty good. If he had played the 4 and then the 7, he would have automatic shape on the 8 as long as he stayed on the left side of the table. Now he has to draw for the 8. He has to draw about 2 feet. And he's going to have to get the jump cue. See how good he is with the short stick right now.
You don't marry the like of your life, you marry the love of your life. And on your wedding day, you don't want to like the way you look, you want to love the way you look. And we're here to help.
Good contact, but no luck. See if Captain Andy is able to finish this one. I think he's calling the 12. Not sure if he called safe just now. He did. Did call safe, and he did leave Stereo a piece of the 8-ball.
Guess less and sell more limited to it Belgium. Becoming an NVC controller in
Stereo's gonna kick at this though.
the sweat, tears, all that effort that paid off at the end. Join Yasser on his journey to the national final by following RPC Training Ground on Instagram.
You know, look, you once said you wanted to put this picture on. Guess what? Someone made it for you. You like this? Let's go, my friend.
I don't know if I like this kick just because how close to 11, how close to 11 the 8-ball is. I may prefer going underneath the 8, kicking this 2 rails. Like maybe trying to get the cue ball to roll up behind the 11. Send the 8-ball to the side rail. But to kick this directly in, that's tough. That's tough. It is right on the first diamond. He's really thinking about this one. He's gonna try the bank now. I like this shot a lot better. It's one you definitely don't give up balling on. Unless you're wild with the cue ball. And 2, you would give yourself a real chance to win the game. It's going pretty close. It's a bit too soft. Was tracking close. It may not have been right on the line. And again, left-handy with another shot to win the game. Just needs to decide to take it. He's calling the 13. And he nudged the 8-ball. So nudged it a little bit closer to the 10. Makes the 10 a lot harder. But it also makes the shot on the 8 tougher. In case he lets Dario back to the table. I can see Andy playing another safe here. Doesn't seem like he really wants to try to run this out. Ball in the 14. Making sure to get those points right now. It's called in the safe. Play the 12 ball and try to roll up behind the 9. He may have gotten that.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Stereo cannot see this 8 ball. Not sure if he can get behind it to kick it. But he's marking the kick. He's marking the pocket for the kick. I guess he can get fully behind it. You don't want to kick and stick this. You want the cue ball to follow behind the 8. Try to get as close to the bottom rail as you can. But if he's playing for that kick, it's a good chance this cue ball is going to run towards the 10. Well, he didn't hit it that good, but again, Andy is not that aggressive of a player. Missed the 9. Just hit the rail before the pocket. Eliminators get another one. Stereo 1-1, 10-5. Now lead 105-79. Let me just double check the score. The score is actually 108-81. 2 games left to play. Prowlers have not won a game in the 3rd round yet. And for the 4th game, we have Errol. Errol from the Prowlers. He's going up against Cedric from the Eliminators. Errol the break. He had a really good break in the 1st round. Failed to run out. And let's try in the 2nd game. but he didn't leave the cue ball easy. Cue ball came all the way back up to the top rail. Cedric is going to have to come with a shot. Solids do have two small problems. Well, one small problem would be the 3 and the 11. 3 and 11 near the top right rail. A 7 ball has 7 ball has a couple of pockets if you play it right, but it is blocked by the 10 and the 11 in the top right corner. I think Cedric is calling a 7 in the corner. Maybe he called a 9 in the side. The table is open. Errol has a choice. He's calling a 5 though. Played the 5. Brought the cue ball all the way up table. I don't know exactly what his plan was just now. He's going to play the 6. He has the 2 ball near the side pocket. On the left side. May need to try and use that to get into that 11 and 3. He's calling a safe. Cedric probably needs to try to move that 2 ball from the side pocket. Shoot the 12 ball into the 2. And I'm not sure what he's playing. I think he's playing the 12 ball pink. Missed the bank, but he was able to sink the 9. He's calling the 7 in the corner. Needs to get all the way back down table. Maybe okay. Maybe he doesn't have enough angle, not sure. Think he needed more angle than this. Got the 2 in the side and punch to the bottom rail, to the top rail. Go into the second rail, move that 11. See what he's able to do with this. Just played the 2. So we may need to use the 1 ball. Go 2 or 3 rails into the 11 and the 3. He's going forward with the 4. And he's almost straight on the 1. Only other shot I can see now is rolling forward, playing the 1 ball and rolling forward, taking the cut on the 6. To the top left. Try to send the cue ball towards the side rail. And again into the 11 and the 3. Maybe into the 14. Try to bump the 11 out of the way, but I think the 11 may just roll right back. Oh, and Errol snuck it himself. Call the kick in the side. There's a lot of if he could play this cue ball, may be able to stun up table. It's just going to tie up the 15 and the 12. Not a bad shot. Potentially gives up ball in hand. Cedric tried to bind the 12 ball out. Tried to bind the 12 ball out. Double hit the 12. The cue ball went 2 rails and scratched in the corner pocket. Airless ball in hand. Doesn't have much space between the rail and that 3, so it's hard to follow for the 6 ball. Tried to draw into the 3 and the 11. Just came in between the 11 and the 10. It's calling the 3 in the top left corner. And kicked at it, and he just missed it. That was a really nice try. Didn't think he had that kind of space. Cedric is peeking at the 10 ball. He's peeking at the 13s. And he left himself a shot at the 12. And the 10 in the corner. Good shot. Now here's a 12. And he may go forward 3 rails to play the 11 ball in the same pocket next. He's looking at the 14 on the side. That looks it's pretty tight from where the 14 is. I think he's going to spin the 3 rails. Kind of soft. But he does have a shot. Can't cut the 11. Can bank the 14. It's calling a safe. May play the 11. Try to spin behind the 14. It's calling the 11 ball in the top left corner. Bit short. Didn't leave Errol much of a shot though. I think he blocked the bank. Blocked the bank in the side with the 14. So Errol has to try a really tough cut. It's gonna come off of this thin. Cue ball may come to the top rail. Towards the 11. Played it, and he left himself a shot on the 8. Was able to play out of that one. 1-1, 10-5. Eliminators lead 113 to 91. We have one last game to play between myself and Brandon. And it's my break.
Microphone check. 1, 2. All right, so I want to say good evening to everyone. It is Jerome, aka Jag, and I'm joining the stream for the first time tonight. So, for those of you watching, thanks for watching. Of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So the final game of the night, it's going to be Eugene and Brandon. Of course, we have already won. And according to the president, we're doing a pretty good job. Because the only thing they really wanted when playing the Eliminators, his words, was to score 100 or more. So I guess they felt good about this outcome. But Eugene is up breaking for the last game of the night, and he sunk 2 balls on the break so far, and yeah, that's 2 balls on the break, and he has a shot on the 7. The 3 is the easiest and probably what he would go for, but he also have a shot on the 1. Difficult level on this one is about a 7 out of 10. The only trouble ball he has is the 4 ball, really. So if he can break that out with the 6 or the 3, probably the 3, because he's taking the 7 now. So if he can break that out with the 3, then he should be out from there. And the position on that is not too bad. He should be able to cheat the pocket if he pull back to take these 4 ball out right now. Seem to be going for the 4 ball in the corner pocket, which is a pretty good shot. Didn't see that he had that option. But if he makes that, the game is pretty much over. And he did make it. And now he has position for a shot on the 3, the 6, and the 2. This is looking pretty much like an ERO. Of course, in the meantime, I want to send a shout out to the man Rashad Elijah Brown. He did a lot of trash talking a few days ago. Even made some bets along the way in which he retracted, but I want to send a shout out to him. I don't think things went as planned for him tonight, as he didn't win a game. Lost 2 and was pulled to save the team in the 3rd round. It didn't work, but at least that was a good decision on the captain's part to pull him to try to see what could be salvaged from someone else. So Eugene is probably going to be going for the 2 ball now. Position on the 6 and the 3 could be a little difficult going for the 2 though. So he seemed to be looking over at the 6 maybe. Yeah, he can pull into the back of the 3. Perfect. Once he doesn't bump any ball into another ball to tie up his ball, should be elementary. And he is getting his extension for that one because he wants to play and get position on the 2 ball to take it to the side. Doing that, he should be able to roll forward for the 1 in the other side pocket and play that for position on the 8 in the corner. So this is the time when you want to settle down and take your time on shots, because for some reason in pool, these are the shots that you tend to start messing up when you're getting down to 1, 2, 3 balls, and position gets a little harder. So you got to take your time on these, but it's looking pretty good. He's going to be slowing down a lot for these last 2 to ensure that he gets the best position he possibly can. For some reason, he seems to be looking at the 2 ball straight down the table, or maybe he's just measuring it up for the side. No, he's actually going for the 2 ball straight down. And he made it and got perfect position on the 1. Excellent shooting by Eugene there. He's been practicing and putting in a lot of work, so that's expected, but great shooting nevertheless. He's going to be pulling back the cue ball on this one. And this is a shot that he's going to need to make sure that he gets to a tee. Doesn't want to get anything tied up, get stuck behind any ball. Doesn't want to get too close to the 8 either. That's what tends to happen when you're 1 ball away from the 8. Somehow, miraculously, you get tied up with the 8. So you don't want none of that. And he, oh my gracious, and just as I said, this is what tends to happen. 1 ball before the 8. A lot of times in amateur pool, for some odd reason, you get tied up on the 8. But let's see what's going to happen here. He seems to be measuring up for the kick in the side pocket. Not a hard kick, but you really have to make it. So this is where the pressure is on. Let's see what he does. It's just crazy the things that happen in pool sometime. You know, sometimes it tends to want to drive you crazy just thinking about it. Like the possibilities of these things actually happening. It's just astonishing. But you just got to keep in it. And he's going for the kick in the side. Can't afford to miss this with a wide open table. Brandon is shooting pretty good, so. Oh no, don't scratch. Oh yes. He didn't scratch, but he also didn't make the shot, but at least, of course, he didn't scratch. That would have been the ultimate dagger for him. So right now, Brandon, he doesn't really have any easy shots to start out. He does have a combination on the 13 in the side pocket. He has the 10 ball straight down the table. And then he has the 14 ball as well. Just depends on what shot he wants to play. He might try to play it safe, it seems. Yeah, he called it safe. Try to keep the ball behind the 8. All right. So I'm guessing the option for Eugene now It's probably going to be a jump. But to make that jump, he's going to need to go over the 10 and the 12 ball to cut the 8 in the corner right-hand pocket. He seems to be looking at a way to kick at it, which probably would be the easiest route to go, because a jump over both balls to land precisely where he would need to land, it's a bit more difficult. So the kick is perhaps the best option here. And on this one, Eugene is using the Elsman kicking system. So let's see how good it works. And that is Brandon. He's supposed to be watching the game, but he's in the booth here trying to figure out what I'm saying. But Eugene is getting ready for the kick. It's pretty difficult. You don't really want to miss this one. If there's one time where you want to make a big shot and a big kick, it would perhaps be now. Other than that, it'll probably be a championship game where you're tied and you need to make this kick. And here it goes. Kick for the game. And it is a good hit on the ball, but it missed. And everything is basically open for Brandon, the smooth goose. He's going at the 13 to the side pocket. Want to get an easy shot out of the way to get to his other shots. Left himself a little strange on that. So now he has to take a combination if he's going to try and sink the 9. But it's very playable, so he made it. Left himself hung up over the 12 ball, but the 14 is also pretty easy. So a nice slow roll would give him position for the 10 ball in the side. Oh, he almost missed it. But he played at pocket speed, so it went in. Now this 10 ball, he's going to need to go down table with that to get position on the 12. Doesn't want to move the cue ball too much. Oh man, and he bubbled that one. And of course he leaves Eugene with a bank or a kick. With a bank or a kick. Oh, the possibilities. Well, of course, you could not forget the safe. He can also play a safe on him, leaving the cue ball really where the pocket marker is. That would give Brandon a difficult shot on the 10 and the 12. Not impossible to make, of course, but difficult nevertheless. He seems to be going for the bank, is he? Yeah, it seemed to be going for the bank. Seemed to be going, well, he haven't moved the pocket marker, so he may just be playing a safe. In this game, I think I would perhaps take my chances with the safe. He is shooting pretty good, but I don't think he's convincing enough that he's able to make the 12 or the 10 in the corner pockets from that distance with the angle that he would be left with. So try to leave him on the rail and just hopes that nerves get him. Otherwise, if he tries to play this, he better ensures he makes it, because there's not really much options for leaving him a difficult shot once you attempt the bank. So he is going for the bank. Just have to ensure that he doesn't go in the corner pocket. And he played it, ladies and gentlemen. He played it for the win. And that is the shot of the night by far. And it is over, ladies and gentlemen, with a big bank from the man, Eugene. Great stuff from that guy. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you dearly for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, hit the notification button so once events, whether it's league or one-on-one battle, is up, you're notified so you can watch some good old pool. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, and have a wonderful night.
What do you got to